Flowers are a great way to improve the mood in any room. They can just brighten up the ambience in any room, and even their fragrance lifts up the mood instantly. Not to mention, they are kind of like compulsory to express love, and when you visit hospitals, that means that they are pretty much in great demand, and people don't mind shelling money for them. But there are some flowers which not everyone can afford. Let's take a look at some of the most expensive flowers in the world. Number 19. Orchids. For the longest of times, orchids have been one of the most popular flowers to give to someone, and it is for that reason that they have become the symbol for luxury, beauty, and love. What makes the flower so special is that it's not easy to grow, and the fact is it is often shipped from Hawaii. And even though some growers, including professional ones, have tried to grow varieties of orchids, not all of them have been successful. But those who have been able to grow it are reaping rich rewards because they sell for anything between $5 and $25 a stem. Number 18. Alstroemeria. Also known as the lily of the Incas and Peruvian lily, the Alstroemeria is found in Australia, Mexico, and Peru. The flowers are mostly used for decoration purposes and are usually yellow in color. They are smaller in size than normal lilies and cost about $3 to $5 a stem. The Peruvian lilies are very interesting to look at as they contain a blend of solid petals and petals with patterns in the same flower. Number 17. Hydrangea. What makes these flowers special is their vivid color, which comes in sky blue, lavender, white, and pink. And their shrubs grow up to 3 meters tall. But even though these flowers wilt pretty fast, they're still very pretty and absolutely stunning in weddings and other functions. They cost a bit though, as each stem of the flower costs around $6.50. Number 16. Stephanotis. These small white flowers are pretty to look at and are usually found in most parties and wedding decorations. They also have the added benefit of giving out a very sweet fragrance, which is probably why they cost around $3 to $8 a piece. But thankfully, they are not very difficult to get, as they are found pretty commonly. Number 15. Solidago. These flowers are special because they come in a rod shape, and that is perhaps why they are also known as the goldenrod, because of their shape and color, which is usually yellow. The flowers are a native of North America, and what is more is that the flower is also edible. Many people use it to make tea and honey as well, apart from the fact that it's supposed to bring good luck to a person. They are used in a lot of weddings for decorations and are supposed to have medical properties as well. The flower costs about $2 a stem, and considering that they bring good luck, it is not really a high price, is it? Number 14. Jabera daisies. These daisies are grown in Africa and Asia and are the 5th most cut flowers in the world. They grow around the year and come in a variety of colors like yellow, pink, orange, red, and white. They make any garden look good, which is why they are pretty much in demand in places around the world. The Jabera daisies cost up to $2 to $3 a stem and are a very good gift for home as they brighten up the atmosphere. Number 13. Ranunculus. All of us associate flowers with colors, and if there is one flower which comes in many varieties of color, it is the ranunculus. What makes them even more interesting is their shape, which looks like concentric circles. That makes these flowers really good to put in bouquets, as they come in different colors like yellow, pink, purple, and can be grown all year round. They cost about $3 a stem and are a good choice if you want to avoid giving someone a rose. Number 12. Casablanca lily. These flowers are so special in the way they smell, and they are actually used to make perfumes. Not to mention, they are also very beautiful to look at, and kind of have an elegance about them. The flowers are mostly white in color, and there are about 3 to 5 flowers in each stem. The flowers are actually a very good gift to give, as their fragrance will brighten up any mood, and that is perhaps why they cost about $4 a stem. Number 11. Palm white daisy. These white flowers come with a central yellow circle where the pollens reside. The palm white daisy come in different shapes like cushion, spider, and button shapes as well. What is interesting about them is that they carry no fragrance, which makes it useful for decorating purposes where smell might be a hindrance. The flowers also last for a long time, ranging from 10 to 12 days and cost about $2 a stem. Number 10. Calla lily. If elegance is what you want in a flower, then the calla lily is for you. They come in many colors and have a very nice conical shape that actually enchants you. Also known as arum lilies, these flowers are very much in demand during weddings. The calla lily is a native of South America and is used mostly for decoration purposes and costs about $5 a stem. Number 9. Peony. It is easy to confuse the peony and the rose, but it is actually much bigger than a rose. The flower looks very elegant and delicate because of their soft pink color, and they blossom between April and June. The peony is pretty much in demand, which is why they cost about twice as much as roses, so that is a good way to distinguish between them. The peony costs about $15 to $20. Number 8. Gardenia. These pretty flowers are white in color and have a very sweet scent, and even though they can be grown all year long, it is still one of the most expensive flowers in the world. They can be used for decorations everywhere and can even float in a bowl of water for about a week. What makes it so special is its scent, which can improve the ambience of any room. They are sold at about $20 per bloom. Number 7. Leucanthemum. Scientifically known as Eustoma grandiflorum, Leucanthemum is an annual flower which grows up to 5 centimeters in thickness and 60 centimeters in height. What is interesting about it is that it comes in a variety of colors like white, purple, and even lavender. Its petals are oval-shaped, and it's pretty delicate and looks great in any environment. But the flowers survive for only 2 to 3 weeks before perishing. So it is a great way to show that you are looking to make the effort, and that effort costs you around $10 to $35 a bunch. Number 6. Lily of the Valley. These bell-shaped flowers have a delicate and dainty appearance and usually blooms post-winters in the northern hemisphere. In fact, the lily of the valley is a much sought-after flower for weddings and was even a part of the royal wedding. It grows around 30 centimeters tall and 10 millimeters wide, and it gives out a very sweet scent. But its cultivation needs to be done carefully, as cutting it the wrong way does tend to mess with its lifespan, which is only for a few weeks. And even then, you need to be careful as it is poisonous. A bundle of the lily of the valley costs about $15 to $50. Number 5. Gloriosa lily. When it comes to interesting shape, the Gloriosa lily is right up there with the best. It is found mostly in Asia and Africa, and with pronounced and flexed petals, they are pretty rare. What makes it even more interesting is that every flower has a sort of gradient look, with colors varying from the tip to the center. They come in a variety of colors and cost around $6 to $10 for every flower. Number 4. 17th century tulip bulb. Considering its fancy name, you might guess that it would be an expensive and exotic flower, and you would not be wrong. Even though the tulip is a common flower, it gets a bubble bloom which made it very famous, so much so that it completely captivated the Dutch during the 17th century, hence its name. The flower was pretty rare, and it was reportedly sold for much more than most peasants earned in a year. In fact, some Dutch royalty even paid upwards of 10,000 guilders for it, which in today's money would be over $5,000. Number 3. Saffron crocus. Also known as autumn crocus, these flowers are actually known more as a spice than a flower. But that does not mean they're not solid as flowers either. The saffron crocus is purple in color and are known for their rich yellow stamen, which makes it quite unique. The flower is used to make saffron from its filament. That means it is very much in demand, even though it is not easy to grow. A pound of these flowers would set you back around $1,200 to $1,500. And considering that it takes 50,000 to 75,000 flowers to extract just 450 grams of saffron, the price is kind of justified. Number 2. Gold of Kinnabulu. These orchids are pretty rare, not to mention they are also pretty to look at. Their petals are usually long and green and have red spots. What makes these flowers so special is that they are only found in the Kinabalu National Park in Malaysia. And even if you go there, you might not be able to get your hands on it, as it takes several years before they finally bloom. Also, the flowers are pretty new and were discovered only as recently as 1987, and that might be one of the reasons behind the fact that they cost about $6,000 a piece. Guess beauty does have its price. Number 1. Katupool. Imagine a flower so rare that the world has not been able to put a price to it. That is exactly what the catapult flower is. It is actually a cactus and is found only in Sri Lanka. What makes it even more special is that it flowers at night and lasts only for a few hours, so forget about picking it. Even getting a glimpse of it is pretty rare. Also, they are considered mythical, so they have not really come up for sale ever. Have you ever received one of these beautiful flowers as a gift, or given them to someone, or maybe even tried to grow one? Whatever it is, do share your experience in the comments section below. And remember to subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates on our videos.